ride one time for your mind.
Welcome to Sunbeast Live. I'm Adrian Valente with Sunbit, and if you're one of our dealership partners, you're in the right place. Happy Wednesday, February 11th, and thank you so much for joining us on our weekly educational live cast. We've been doing this for 7 years, and this is to help our certified merchant partners, Sunbeast like you, help to build your comfort and confidence as we continue your education. And like we do on Zoom events, if you have any questions or want to participate in the conversation, you got a couple of buttons to help you out. And just a quick note about chat for those of you that are participating. By default, Zoom Events has you only chat to the hosts and panelists. So if you want to make sure that everyone can see your chat, just make sure to switch to everyone right there in your Zoom chat bubble. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube Live and you want to earn Sunbeast app rewards points, there's still time to join us on Zoom, so you can use the QR code there. And if you need any help, because we cover different topics each week, so if we're not quite hitting on what you need today, you can always contact our success team for additional help by scheduling team training, one-on-one coaching, or consulting you with anything you need to be successful using Sunbit. You might be inspired by some of the things you see today, such as marketing materials and other tips that may resonate with you, and they can help you really make the most of it and help the rest of the team there as well. And then, of course, on Wednesdays, we are joined by show producer and co-host. Please welcome to the program, Queenita Brown. Queenita, how are you?
I am wonderful. Happy Wednesday, best day of the week. Good to see all you guys.
Good to see everybody. And we got a special episode today. We have a special guest joining us. But before we do, a couple of news and updates. Last week, we had our annual Sunbeast Awards. It was a big week last week. We had a big special episode. And we have an award winner with us here today, which is very exciting. And if you happen to miss the show, you can catch the recording on YouTube. Just look up the Sunbit channel, or you can literally type in Sunbeast Awards. Nothing else pops up except for Sunbeast
the
stuff.
only one's on there.
So, right. So, in fact, I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat for everybody in case you want to go back and check it out. But today, we are focused on tips from a Sunbeast. Oh, what? And we have an award winner with us, Yuri Molina at AutoNation, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Houston, joining us. Let's please welcome to the program, Yuri. Yuri, how are you? Oh, this is amazing.
Guys,
Yay,
how are you?
Welcome.
How are y'all?
We're doing great. I'm so excited you're here.
Because you're here. Oh,
I'm excited to be here.
what was the award that you won last week? Refresh my memory.
It's the Spirits Award.
The Spirit Award. Amazing.
Yeah.
You did it. You had a tremendous year. But before I start, before I nerd out about your numbers, would you mind introducing yourself to the audience? Kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe how long you've been in the industry and using Sunbit and all that stuff.
So I do come from a service background. I was a server before. I've been a service advisor for over 6 years now, and I just pretty much customer service is like my thing. So Sunbit, once I learned about Sunbit, and I was like, okay, I can run with this and make some really good money and help my customers at the same time. So I thought that was pretty neat.
We love it. Let's go ahead and bring in the chat as well. We got a lot of service advisors joining us from around the country. So hello, Sunbeasts. Good to see. We got a good group today. Well, Steve, what's going on? Johnny Valdez is here. Hey, from Team Sunbit. Johnny. I think he's your account manager.
Johnny, yes. He's awesome.
I love how your face lit up. You're like, Johnny!
Yeah, everybody. Yes.
I got to brag about your numbers real quick. Let's pull it up because you've been certified since 2023, which is absolutely incredible. Hold on. I want Queenita and I here on this too. Since 2023, and over that amount of time, you've helped 473 customers with Sunbit. You have helped 1,400 people apply. Your approval rate, just yourself, I just looked at your numbers, was 92.5%. And you also have an incredibly strong conversion rate. And you have brought in over $340,000 in CPRO revenue thanks to Sunbit. It's a lot of incremental revenue.
Wow.
Seeing these numbers is like, I don't know. How do you feel about this?
I just want to make the bigger numbers bigger. Like I want to keep going. That's what it makes me want to do. Just push harder.
Boy. We got other award winners. Who did I see in the chat real quick? Who was that? Austin Tucker. Oh, hey. Yeah. You guys won the award.
They both won the Sunbeast Spirit. Yeah. For auto.
Good to see Travius as well. We got the Sunbeast King over there, right?
Sunbit King over
there.
there.
Sunbit King. That's what it was.
I'm the Sunbit Queen, guys. You have to remember that.
Hey, Sunbit Queen.
That's what they call me over here at work. They're like, Yuri and Sunbit. Like, I'm like, that's what they literally call me, the Sunbit Queen.
Now, you were just telling us you're helping a customer right now with Sunbit as we speak?
Yes. Right now he came in this morning and he was like, I need to get some maintenance on my car. And I was like, let's do it. I was like, and I just did a quick reminder and I showed him, hey, I'm like, I had already scanned him in a couple months back. And when I scanned him in, just to kind of give him a quick reminder of what he was pre-approved for, he was pre-approved for like 5,200. And he was like, wow. He's like, I want to use that today. And I kind of explained that to him. And he just spent about 1,200 right now on Sunbit. So he just used it and he was super happy with it. So he's excited to keep using it for the future and, moving forward. So.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how are you bringing it up to your customers? Like, how do you even get them in the driver's seat with a tablet in the first place?
So, as soon as they come in, they walk in, I introduce myself and I just kind of give the customers the option of how they want to use it. So I send everybody just a text message invitation. Every single person that I see that I meet, even on the phone, I send them an invitation even if I haven't met them before. And I let them know what it is, what's it about. And if they're interested, they go ahead and pretty much submit it, fill it out. I tell them it takes about a minute or so, and right away they're interested and they want to come in and use it. And that's how I usually do it. And same thing with whenever they come in person, I don't like to pressure them. So I just send them the invitation. I tell them real quick what it's about. And if they are interested, I tell them, hey, well, I can show you real quick what you're pre-approved for within 5 seconds if you give me your license, and I'll show you. And that's how I really get everybody involved, and they love it.
That's amazing. We got, hold on, Travis letting us know my favorite is educating older people about Sunbit now. Thoroughly enjoy that. Getting them used to.
My God, yes. My older customers, it's so simple to ease all of my older customers, and also with my Spanish speakers. Whenever my Spanish speakers come in, I get really extra excited, and I go all out with the Spanish speakers because it's just so much like knowledge. And when I first started Sunbit, I had told myself, I was like, man, I'm like, if they had this in Spanish, I'm like, totally kill it. So, and you guys did it, and so that's awesome. So I appreciate you guys doing Spanish as well.
Nice. We also, Joseph letting us know that 0% for 90 days. That's a no-brainer. Do you got that version too? You got the 0% for 3 months?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Do you use that a lot, or is it? You know what? We can see. I actually have your tablet pulled up. We can do a twofer. We can not only see, but then we can also see what Spanish looks like. I don't know. Do y'all want to see that? I don't know if Johnny's telling us yes. Okay, so let me pull up. So we got an iPad. I got my iPad here ready to go. I'm logged into your dealership, AutoNation. We can see it right there next to your head. AutoNation, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Houston. Nice. Okay, and so first things first, your name. But hold on a second. Espanol. If some of you haven't seen this, right? So Yuri, walk us through this. What do you do for Spanish?
So pretty much where it says English on the top left, on the right-hand corner on the top. So I just press Spanish, and that pretty much gives me all my options in Spanish to show my customers every single thing. So like nobody's confused or has any questions. Like it's pretty much self-explanatory, real simple, real easy right there.
Nice.
And if you click on continue.
So I got 2 questions real quick. So like if I call Sunbit, they can talk to me in Spanish.
Yes.
Nice. And then if I'm getting all the email, so like after I do the Sunbit, right, they send me an email with like the attachments and all the details. Is that in Spanish too?
Yeah, everything's in Spanish. Everything.
All right. So we're going to do this one in Spanish. Okay, I got the iPad. So I need a privacy screen. Hold on a second, because I'm doing this for real. So I got my ID. Hold on. I'm gonna scan it real quick. It's pulling up my address, phone, and email. I'm gonna continuar. I'm gonna copiar el formulario for my address, and then acceptar. And let's do it. Let's see what I get. So I'm gonna remove the privacy screen. There we go. Okay. Ooh.
Hey,
Hey,
balling.
hey, let's party. I'm a Sunbeast employee. I've done 5 of these bad boys. I've done 5, so I get good numbers. You all know that, right? Like, have you seen that, Yuri? Like, returning customers
Yes.
getting better numbers?
Yes, every single time, and it just excites me because I tell them, hey, next time you're gonna be approved for more, and they just get so excited. So I told them, so next time you come back and see me, you just give me your license, I'll scan you in, and everyone just really gets really excited when they see that number jump up. So it's really nice to see.
Nice. Travius asking, does it need to be updated for that? I don't have that. Oh, Travius, our success team can help you. I'm going to put the email on the screen real quick. We'll definitely follow up with them to make sure they can get it turned on for you. We also have, I also have Spanish marketing materials we can talk about too, but let's stick on the tablet for now. I'll show that afterwards, because this is important, because even if you don't speak Spanish, you know the screens, you know the steps.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, a lot of Spanish customers. Yeah, in Virginia. Yeah, I'm in California. Nita, you're in Nevada. You're in Texas. Right? A lot of Spanish speakers. Even my parents, like, they speak Portuguese. That's close enough. They can read the Spanish. So, let's go. So, how much was your customer spending? Was it $1,200?
So my customer, he was a pre-approved for 5,200, and just on maintenance itself, he spent 1,280 something.
Okay, let's go ahead and put that in. See what I get. And by the way, folks, if you're not seeing Spanish on your iPad, reach out to our success team at sunbit.com. They can get it turned on, help you with additional training, and get you Spanish marketing materials. You might need to update your app. So if you're running into problems doing that, you can always contact partner support as well. But what do we got here? Hold on a second. So
All right.
even though this is all in Spanish, my father used, when he immigrated, he lived in born in Portugal, then moved to Brazil as a kid, and then college in the States. And he always and he got his degree in mathematics. And he always said math was the universal language. It didn't matter what language you spoke. People know numbers. So, this is, you know the screens. I don't have to know the words to really know what's going on here. But we had that question for you. Do you got the 0% for 3 months? I bet you do. Of course they do. Yes, they do.
There it
You
is.
can see it right next to my face. It's right there. 0% APR. Nice. So for me, I can split this up to, Yuri, how do you walk a customer through this?
So pretty much, I like to start off with sometimes it comes with the 12 months, 15 months, 18 months. So I like to tell the customer, depending what they're pre-approved for, they can have those options as they get approved more over time. They have more options. So I tell them I start from the top one, a year or so, and I work my way down, and I explain to them, this is your down payment with the additional
The blue one right there, the blue rectangle, the blue line,
So
with the
pretty
amount
much
due today.
I go through each one, and I tell them, this will be a down payment. And I always tell them, but I'm always going to guide you to 3 months because that's interest free. So that's how I tell everybody. And then they decide from there how they want to proceed. Some customers don't want to do the 3 months, they can't really afford that. So, and I tell them that's okay. That's why they have the 15 months and so forth. So that way they can feel comfortable, And I explain to them, every single customer, pretty much explain to them, the payments are automatic, so you don't have to call, make payments. You don't have to, it releases that stress of having to make that payment. Sunbit does it all for you. So I explain that in Spanish, and they love it. They do. It's easy, super easy for everybody.
So then let me
Yuri,
ask you this. I
have a question too. I remember you mentioning the app and how you weave in the app with the Sunbit app with when you present it and when you offer it. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Like to the app they use to manage their loans.
Oh, the
and
customer
their payments.
app.
The customer
So
app.
sometimes I actually like to give the tablet to the customer so they can look at their options. So that way they can mess with it and play around and they can look at their numbers. And that makes the customer feel really comfortable and like knowing, how much they're going to be spending. And what I like to do is when I tell customer how much their total will be, I like to send them like example checkout links. So that way, whenever they come in person or they don't want to do it they don't want to come in person and do it at home, I explain to them, I'll send them just like an example checkout link so they can know how much their down payment would be. And that way, when they come in person, it's a lot easier as well.
Yeah. Let's go into chat real quick, help answer some questions. I want to go back up. We had Teresa asking, how do we switch the application on the tablet to Spanish? We saw that on the first screen. There's a globe icon. We'll go back and look at it here in a moment once I cancel out. But if you don't see that, you need to have our success team turn that on for you. Doesn't cost anything extra. There's nothing like that. The team just needs to be able to relay some training information for you to share with the team and then get you Spanish marketing materials so you can be compliant. And Heather letting us know, I do like the checkout link that's sent to customers, also using that. Love to see it. Danielle, I did my first link for checkout the other day. Pretty simple.
Hey.
Nice. Travius, the funny thing is, people are always like, whew, when they see the interest rate. So I ask them, if you can go to the bank and say, hey, I want to put 24%, 34% in the bank, I ask of what? Like, look at the monetary total. You can't even get a combo meal for that. Yeah, this is important. Let's look at one with interest because I like the 15 months, right? It's the longest term as the lowest monthly payment. My interest rate is now almost 20%. But, did I freeze for a bit? It's almost 20% APR. But like Travius is talking about, which I like, he's like, look at the dollar amount. That's $11 a month in interest. Yeah. We find that people, percentages are scary. We talk about this all the time. The percentages are so scary because you're like, APR, and it's different on a credit card. It's different on a loan because this is a little loan, right? So, it's not like a credit card. So, but you can cut through the stress. Just show them the dollars and cents. That's the real cost, So every monthly payment, so I'm paying $92 a month, $11 of it is the interest. Now, I guess here, Yuri, I'm going to quiz you real quick. I'm going to throw a pop quiz. Okay. So if I do the 15 months, and I pay it off early, do I pay less interest? This is a good one.
That is a good one.
Oh, look at the chat. Look at the chat, Yuri.
Oh, yes.
Sunbeast help Sunbeast, okay?
Sunbeast helping Sunbeast. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you for your help, guys.
And this is, we're always learning. This is a great
yes.
one because you're saying especially it's tax return season. So maybe I want to lock in the lowest monthly payment and let's say I get my tax return and I want to just pay off the Sunbit, I could totally do that. Are there any prepayment penalty fees?
Yes.
Anybody?
There's not. There is.
No fees. Jeff Manzanares, quick on the draw. Yeah, this is one of the nice things about Sunbit, right? To help all of you, because we're learning from Yuri the importance of you got to show them options. You can't just talk about it.
Yeah. Also, another thing, when I do present it and I explain it to everybody, I tell them it's not a credit card and it comes out of their debit card and they have to use a bank issued debit card because that'll also relieve the hassle at the end where if they try to pull out a credit card, it's like, no, they know off from the rip that it's got to be a bank issued debit card.
Yes.
So I explain that as well.
Actually, that's a good segue into a tip I have for all of you service advisors who are tuning in right now. Let's say you're doing this during the estimate. You're just playing around. You're just ballparking numbers. We're just using this like a big fancy monthly payment calculator. We haven't actually had a tech look at the vehicle yet, but we're just, ballparking stuff. Now, sometimes I have advisors tell me they do this, and then when the customer comes back to pick up the car later and they go to pay, now they have problems with the debit card. So what I recommend is if you're doing this during the estimate, before they leave, just go to the next step and make sure their card works with Sunbit. So just like with the ID, you can always type it in manually, but yeah, we're saying, Travius, make sure the card works, because once you scan the card, it doesn't take any money, but you get that pop-up window that says, hey, in fact, I don't have a card to scan. So what I'm going to do, we could actually switch over to practice, and let me get over there real quick. And we're going to go through this real fast. Let me go, hold on. We're going to do this quick. Privacy screen. All right, hold on a second. We're doing this. We're getting there. Okay, privacy screen, you can go away. All right, we're in practice, so we're in a demo environment. Any of you can do this too. So we just playing. I'm on dental right now. Okay, debit card. All right. Now in the practice app, even if you don't have a card to scan, when you go to type it in manually, it puts in fake numbers so we can actually see what this looks like. So now scanning the card or putting it in, this is what we're getting to. Right here. This is what we're getting to. This is where you can leave. That's why there's two buttons. I don't know if Johnny ever taught you that rhyme we do in training. Blue for you, yellow for your fellow. No, blue for you. Anyways, that's if you're trying to remember which button's for what. Blue for you, you can exit. Yellow for your fellow. They continue. So, if you're just doing an estimate and you talk them through the numbers and everything's looking good, hey, while I got you, let's just make sure your debit card works with Sunbit, so that way when you come to pick up your car later, hey, nice and easy. Everything's working. Yep. So we like that.
Yuri,
Sorry.
what's your favorite talk track when it comes to presenting Sunbit?
So my favorite thing to say, thank you, Adrian, because this one really helped me a lot. You don't have to pay for everything today. And that one right there just helps me out every single time, because everyone's always interested. They're like, well, how does this work? I'm like, well, I explain them the total that they have. So if I present a total to someone, I tell them, hey, this is going to be your total today. And then I tell them after that, you don't have to pay for everything today. And then that's when everybody's like, okay, well, explain to me how that works. And then that's when I tell them whenever you first came, I showed you Sunbit. And they're like, oh yeah. And then I explain to them. And then that's when I send them an example checkout link, so they can kind of see what their down payment would be, either if they do interest free or if they choose more than 3 months. So that's how I do that.
Amazing. Putting on a clinic right now. Do you have, as a Sunbeast Award winner, someone who's been certified for several years now, since 2023, this October, you're going to have your Sunbit, what do we call it, Suniversary or something like that? I'm curious for new advisors who are tuned in and see numbers like yours, if we were to go back and take a look at that real quick, just the sheer number of people you've been helping, 473 people over the years. And we know that a lot of folks would walk away without the option. Is that the case on your service drive?
No. Every single customer that walks through my door, even if I tell them about it or I talk to them about it, I send them an invitation. I send a text message. Even if it's just a text message, I'm just planting the seed just by sending them that text message. And I tell them, hey, check out that text message I sent you. If you have any more questions or you want to talk about it, I come up to them and I ask them, do you have any questions about this? And if they don't, great. But if and I tell them, okay, but if you do, just go look at that text I sent you, check it out. If you want to see what you're pre-approved for and you want to see what you can use that for, and and either if they don't want to use it that same day, at least I know later on they want to come back and they can use it later on, and they love that.
Danielle brought up something interesting in the chat, so I have a question for you. Have you ever had a customer use a Sunbit approval to pay for more than one RO?
Yes, I have customers that have multiple vehicles, so that's part of the thing I tell them. You don't have to just use the Sunbit for this one vehicle. You can use it for multiple vehicles, and you can also help if family members or anything. And I always explain to them, multiple Sunbit accounts can be used together. So, and they love that too. They love to hear that.
Really? So you've had two people do separate Sunbits to pay for one.
I've had up to I had a customer use up to 4 people to help him fix their vehicle.
Nice.
So you can, so Sunbit's awesome. And
so
at the same time, I explained to them that as you're using Sunbit, you're building with them and you're working on your credit. So it's either way, you're winning all around. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you bring up a good point, because even though we don't do hard credit checks, we don't do a hard inquiry, it doesn't ding your credit to apply or take a loan. The existence of the loan and the payments are reported to TransUnion. So, having those automatic payments on time on a loan, it's always a good thing, right?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
Yuri, you're presenting Sunbit to every customer every time. You're sharing these talk tracks. You've earned so much revenue at your location. What about your rewards? What do you do with your Sunbeast rewards? What's your favorite thing to do with your rewards?
I use it for food.
Yes, queen.
Yeah.
Food is the answer for everything.
Yes. Food, my lunches, I'm like, oh, I'll be eating food. I'll be sitting down eating my food. And I'm like, thank you, Sunbit. Yes, I love you guys so much. I had to get me a Venmo card, a Venmo debit card, because I'm just like, I'm just gonna use this for everything,
Nice.
Not too
so
shabby.
Sending it over to Venmo, cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
It's funny, we're seeing a lot of our dental Sunbeasts starting to look for Sunbit on their service drives when they're getting their cars serviced.
I went to my dentist last week and I saw Sunbit. I got super excited. I was like, oh my God, you guys have Sunbit too. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, there's a big competition this year, the Sunbit Elite Escape, where the best of the best in both auto and dental are going to be going to Hawaii later this year. We're going to have a lot more news about that. So something to
hard launches
keep in mind.
this month, the end of the month, right? So we'll have some more details for you guys. But Yuri, any final tip you have for our Sunbeast before we wrap it up?
No.
Final words of wisdom?
Just give it to everybody, guys. Anybody, just send them a text message. Send it to them. You just never know who you're going to help, and you just never know who needs it, because everybody always runs into an emergency, and Sunbit's always going to be here to help. So that's all I can say. Okay.
Nice. A couple of remaining questions just to help wrap things up. I want to get back to that question from earlier about how do you turn on Sunbit in Spanish? What are you looking for? Look for the globe icon in the top right corner. You can see it up. I'm clicking it now. You can choose between English or Spanish. And if you don't see that option, please contact success@sunbit.com. They can help you get it enabled, relay important information in order to get this turned on, so you guys and the team are all aware of what's up, and then we can send you appropriate Spanish materials, such as those important pamphlets that have all the legalese on it. You got to have that stuff. Of course, it doesn't cost you anything extra. Contact Success. They can get you hooked up so you can be like Yuri and help out your Spanish-speaking customers on the drive. And it looks like Queenita is answering the Sunbeast Awards stuff. So if you haven't seen any of the payouts yet, especially for the team stuff, it's happening right now. We do have some delays on getting them out, but we appreciate all your patience. There was a lot of winners, and
your money's coming.
Getting that taken care of. And then lastly, as we wrap up, for those of you that want to tune in next week, hold on, I goofed it. I had my buttons in different places than the normal show. But our next upcoming episodes are going to be focused on marketing. So that's going to be next week. And then we have live audience Q&A on the 25th. It's just me and Nita, and we're going to have a good time just answering your questions, keeping it pretty loose. And then on the 4th, March, we're going to be focusing on the best ways to promote Sunbit and collecting a lot of best practices there. I'm going to go ahead and put that link in the chat for everybody in case you just want to stay up to date or share this with somebody. But if you are here today on Zoom, you're already signed up for the rest of the year. You can also find Queenita's Sun clips from the show on YouTube or the Sunbeast app for quizzes where you can earn rewards points. So make sure you're logging in daily so you don't miss out on your opportunities to earn additional Sunbeast rewards. But thank you all. We wrap it up.
Thank you, Yuri.
Thank you, Yuri.
I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing your Sunbeast spirit and really helping others in the chat every time we have our shows. You're super supportive, and we appreciate you and all that you do. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day, okay?
You got to
From
dance
all
it
of us
out,
at
Yuri.
Sunbit. All right, we got to dance it out. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Hey.
Hold on.
Bye, guys. See you later.